Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're eating well, hope you're drinking water, hope you're taking care of yourself. So I've not recorded anything because my phone was messing me up. School was eating me up. I was tired and I was feeling shy, low motivation. But I'm back. I'm back and I'm here to stay because I'm now motivated. But on the sidelines, I had an exam today and it didn't go so well. it, it beat me up and I was in my room being sad. And then I told myself, what makes me feel happy? Reading, giving advice to things I'm not going through. So I decided to go on Reddit and read a story. I don't know, find a Reddit story, read it, break it down, give advice. That's what we're gonna do. And I decided I want to do it with whoever is watching. I don't know if anyone is watching this, but I just wanted to video myself anyways. Let's go. So I was looking for a story and I think I found one. It's under Am I the Asshole, by the way. I love Am I the Asshole stories. I don't know, they're just funny. Okay, Am I the Asshole? I stopped talking to a guy after I got stood up and ignored for days. He insists it's not personal and still wants to meet. You know, I can see this happening with guys because I don't know. I'm not saying it's happened to me because I'm not into that, but like, yeah. But like, yeah. To lay it down, I'm not gonna be biased because I don't dislike men, I don't dislike women. I just dislike people that don't have sense. So that's what I'm moving with. We're not biased, we just like sense. So let's read the story. I'm talking too much. I tried online dating a while ago and started talking to this guy. Online dating. I think that was the first mess up, but we're gonna keep on going. You know, people can find people through online dating, I guess, but we'll talk about it when we're done. We hit it off immediately and we're having really good conversations. Okay. At one point, he started disappearing. Ghosts. Disappear. Okay. First, it was every 1 to 2 days, but then it became 2 to 3 or more days at a time. Wow, this is already glitching, but it's already glitching. Okay, I can already see where I think it's going, but we're gonna continue going. Okay. At first, I paid no mind to it because we were just a Tinder thing. I didn't expect him to text back all day, every day. I guess it's normal. Sort of is. People do have lives outside social media, so I can see that. You know, not everyone is going to be on their phone to reply, but like 1 to 2 days, 2 to 3 days, I don't know. If they give a reason, a valid reason, sure, but like, yeah. Right when I thought he'd ghosted me or lost interest, he'd pop up again and ask about my day. At first, I'd reply, we'd talk for a bit, and then he'd disappear mid-conversation again. This continued for a while, and I admit I had started to lose interest. I would too. I would. One day, he mentioned he was sorry for disappearing like this, but he was having a rough time with BPD and depressive thoughts. I don't know what BPD is. I'm gonna have to search that up at the end. So I decided to give him space and reassured him I was there if he ever needed to talk to someone, and not to worry because I have friends with BPD and I know how hard it can be. I think I have to check what it means. Things seemed okay for a while. He'd still disappear, but one day he proposed a meeting so we could clear the air between. Okay, a meeting was coming. Okay, but she said, but remembering the title, I don't know how to. Okay. I texted him times and places to see which would be better for us, especially for me since I'm moving with public transport and he owns a car. Okay. We finally agreed on a day, and he said he'd check his work schedule and get back to me to arrange the hour. Okay, a day was chosen. Okay. That day I woke up, took a shower, styled my hair, picked out my clothes, and waited for a text that never came. Hey. Okay, we're understanding. But let's give, I like to give benefit of a doubt. So before we conclude, maybe there was a reason. Maybe there was a reason. I might be being delusional, delulu, but maybe there was a reason. Okay. I ended up going out with my best friend instead. Yes. Sometimes it's your friends that will be there for you. That's why I always say value your friends. And especially for someone that's not like your very strong, significant other. If it's someone that you just started talking to, don't throw away your friends. Because your friends will be there to console you when things mess up. Anyways, back to the story. He finally texted at 12:30 a.m. that his phone was dead all day. That's why he never texted. Seriously? Okay. Maybe, Sha. My phone has been dead before, but still, you should try and contact the person. I ignored the message, but the next day he texted again, saying he was sorry and if I could just please talk to him. Sometimes. Let's just continue. I'll talk about this later, but I have words on this. I explained how I felt and his apology felt sincere. So I accepted it and we continued talking. It didn't strike me as weird when he disappeared again mid-conversation. Next time he showed up, roughly 4 days later, he suggested we call. Wow. 4 days later. Okay. We schedule an hour. I text him when I'm ready. And it's dead silence again. Bro, he did not get one on you once. He got one on you twice. He got one on you twice. Wow. First time, shame on you. 2 times can put the... I'm trying to sing a J. Cole song, but like... Oh, fool me 1 time, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, can put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load that chopper, let it rain on you. Okay. Let me continue with my story. After that, we were on and off. We were on and off on texting. You still texted. I can't judge. I've operated like this before, but we were on and off on texting since he couldn't keep a conversation without disappearing. So I went on with my life. That's good. More than a week later, he appeared and said he'd like to speed up our meeting, which struck us weird because he was the one delaying it in the first place. I thought about blocking him, but didn't want to be cruel. So I was honest and told him this was it for me. He was shocked. Wow. The shocked is with capital letters. He said he liked me a lot, but he guesses it's not mutual. It's not mutual. Whose fault is it? And tried gaslighting me with comments such as, all I asked for was for you to be understanding. And I already told you I'm struggling. Again, I know BPD is hard. I've seen it. And I've been through some pretty dark phases myself. But I never acted like this with anyone. And nobody treated me this way using their condition as an excuse. I feel good that I stood up for myself. But I can't help but think if I was too harsh and I should have been more understanding and giving him one more chance. So am I the asshole? Before we break it down, from my just reading it straight up, I don't think you're the asshole. You're taking 2 L's from him. Like I said before, fool me 1 time, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the B sign, load the chopper, let it rain. Like, you want him 3 times the charm, no. But before I continue, let me search up what BPD means. I don't know what BPD means. I don't know what BPD means. I don't know what BPD means. Before I talk further, because I like to be well educated. BPD meaning, okay, borderline personality disorder. It's a mental health condition marked by extreme mood fluctuations, instability in interpersonal relationships, and impulsivity. People with BPD have an intense fear of abandonment and have trouble regulating their emotions, especially anger. Okay. Do I see anyone anymore? What is the BPD person like? They feel makes everything about a person feel unstable, ranging from moods, thinking, behavior, relationships, and sometimes identity. Okay, I can see why you have been off and on, and out here we respect mental health and everything. Even possibly respect the healthcare field. I respect the healthcare field and everything, looking towards a career in that. But I don't still, according to her, she has met people with that same disorder, and I don't think you should still use that as an excuse to like treat people that type of way. I don't know, I'm gonna have to do more research into that to really understand, but I don't really think the way, so I'll just put hallmark on that. But like, reading this story, aside that, which like she said, she's met other people that have that issue, and even though you have an issue like that, that shouldn't give you to treat people that kind of way, you know. It's just I don't think that's an excuse to treat someone like that. Okay, but continuing the judgment, number one, I would say online dating. I know some people have met the love of their lives through online dating. I haven't. I don't even use online dating like that. I'm not I have made fake accounts though to check, and I deleted them after because I just wanted to see who was there. I have made a Hinge account before because I wanted to see who was in the city. I went to a new city and I wanted to see who was there. And yeah, most of the people I met there were on serious. I met some weird people too and everything. But in general, I don't recommend online dating. but you can try it. But most of the time people there are not serious. And I feel like the serious people end up meeting on serious people that most of the time they give up and leave the app. So, but like, you never know. Never say never. Who knows? Tomorrow I might create an online profile here. Who knows? Anyways. Then I feel like the moment someone, like, I don't expect people to be on their phones all the time, even though people say that it's a digital age. I don't expect, and as I'm saying this, I'm talking as someone that's a bad texter. I'm one of the worst texters you ever meet. When I mean it, I'm bad. And I don't even mean to, I'm trying to improve though, because I've been told it's a bad thing, and I'm growing with time. But yeah, I don't think that, I'm gonna talk from a stable, not from my perspective, but in general though, being left for like 1 to 2 days, 2 to 3 days, nah. That, especially from a guy, from what I've heard, I don't know, from someone you're talking to romantically, 1 to 2 days, 2 to 3, no. And then that was the first red flag. And then him asking you out on a date and then he ghosts you, that would you want me to break down. And I feel like if someone ghosts me like that, I can't say I'm not gonna listen to, because I do be listening to people. Someone has actually sort of done that to me before. I was gonna hang out with them and then they ghosted me and I heard them out. We did end up hanging out in the end. I don't talk to them anymore though. They were, yeah. But like, he ghosts you on a date and then he tells you his phone was dead. I feel like there's still a way you can contact. I don't know. Find a way to log onto your laptop with it. Find a way to, like, there are charging ports everywhere. Find a way to charge. Find a way to email. I don't know, because it's like there's something about someone brought out their time to have a date with you. So she got ready, like that's happened to me. You get ready, you dress up, you're waiting for someone, and then there's nothing. That's one of the most disheartening things that can happen. Like, trust me, it will hurt me so badly. And then he tells you it's because of his phone was dead all day. Okay? Then then I respect her, because she still wanted, like, she's very understanding, because she still wanted to hear him talk. She was still like, okay. He sounded apologetic, and I get it from her, because me too, as a person, I would want to give you benefit of doubt. I'll be like, maybe that could happen to me, and I'll be like, okay, sure, we book a day to call, and then you fumble on that, and then you still talk to him. My dear, after he failed to call you, you should have stopped talking to him, unless he tells you something. And I feel like, I don't know, I can still see giving benefit of a doubt if he explains, but like fumbling your hand like that's bad. That was bad of him. And then he still wants to meet you after fumbling like how many times, and he's still disappearing. No. And then he was surprised. No, he's asking you, he thought it was you mutual. What the heck? How would he be mutual? Like, is he giving mutual? Like, he was disappearing, and I'm sure, I don't know if he was telling you reasons why he was disappearing, because if he was giving you reasons why he was disappearing, that would be one thing, and then we can be like, okay, he gave a reason each time, but you didn't mention that, so I'm working with what I have, so I don't know, not to be biased, but like, the only thing I can give him benefit of a doubt is the BPD. But still, that doesn't give him an excuse for his actions, and we shouldn't let him hide behind that to spoil the image of other people that might be going through that, who are not acting the same way as him. So after all of these conclusions, where I've been talking around the corner, I've come to say, as judgment again, after reviewing everything, you are not the asshole. You're not the asshole. If maybe he's not told properly, if he needs more help and he's going through a lot, that's something he has to sort out on his own. But you shouldn't suffer for that, because if he's going through that, you shouldn't suffer for that. So she was not the asshole. We have we're finished that. Okay, so now that we're done with that, how you guys doing? Like, seriously, I know I asked before how you're doing, but honestly, how are you doing? Because me, last week I was going through a lot. Today, slightly sad, but in general, I'm happy, and I hope you guys are happy too. I hope that anyone that happens to ever watch this video is happy as well, honestly speaking. And oh yeah, I want to recommend a song. I like doing song recommendations, so let me open up I'm gonna recommend some songs. So everybody knows I'm an Afrobeat girly. Okay, not everyone knows. The people that know me personally know I'm an Afrobeat girly. And today, I don't know, I've been getting into listening to more like Igbo high life Afrobeats, but still also the older Afrobeats. So I've been listening to Men Don't Show by Flavor and Fino. I don't know, I listened to that today while I was working out, and I listened to some other Flavor songs like Shake and all those things. But yeah, Men Don't Show by Fino. And then I've been listening to some soft songs that Afro artists as well. Angels by Manny Wells feat Eric Bellinger. And then finally another song, Carol by Wizkid. Like, I'll not lie, I love Davido, I love Wizkid, I love Olamide. Those people raised me practically. But I love Wizkid in general, but I love his old songs. His old songs, when he was still whining on stage. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So I was listening to, I would play it, but I don't want YouTube to come for me. I'm so scared of copyrights. And as you can see, I don't have much to be copyrighted on. So I'll just say Carol by Wizkid. Carol, your body necessary. That's it. I just like it as a song. I just like it really much. So those are the 3 songs I would say I recommended. And what else do I want to say? Because I am so tired. I'm so tired. You guys don't know. But yeah, and then I'm gonna be watching, hopefully, this week. I want to watch Think Like a Man. I've been saying I'll watch it, but I haven't watched it in a while. I just want to watch it for some reason. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then hopefully I'll actually record more on here, because I've been lazy and I wanna build a name for myself. I wanna build a name for myself. So you're gonna be seeing me on here. Whoever that ever finds this video, I don't know. I'm gonna be gone. Bye. This was so haphazard. I'll be back with more stories and things to talk about when I have more time. But till then, bye.